Hello, hello, and welcome to Tuesday Talks episode 68. Y'all, it is hot in Texas today. Welcome, welcome, everyone, and welcome, welcome. Hi, Sherry, how are you? I am doing okay. It's hot here. It's like, I think my mom said it was 99 today. Yeah, so we know Texas summer is coming. And it's crazy because I think people will really not mind the heat this time because they want to get out of the house so bad. So, yeah, I said I wasn't going to sit here and eat candy, but there's candy all around me right now. So I can't help myself. Okay, just a few pieces. That's what I do when I'm sitting in front of the computer now. I sit and I eat candy. Yep. Yeah, I'm still eating Easter candy. It's about to be Memorial Day, and I'm still eating Easter candy. That's pretty crazy. Really? No, it's hot here, and for me, it hits me because I'm in the house most of the day. So when I do go out, I'm like, oh wow, But I could tell today because even with the air conditioner on, it was still hot. Matter of fact, the weather just dinged right now. Right now, it is 95 degrees. 95 degrees. That's crazy. So I wonder what the rush to. I think it's supposed to rain over the weekend. So it'll get cooler. Not that much cooler. Tomorrow, the high is 99. And then over the weekend, it's going to get, the high will get down to 91. But that's still pretty hot. Sunday and Monday, it'll start getting a little cooler in the 80s. But yeah, that's, I hate that we're going to have rain and we're going to have a lot of rain over the weekend, which sucks. I cannot stand the rain. So I'm so not happy about that. And I hate when it rains on my days off. Now, some might think I kind of have days off right now because I'm at home working from home, but no, like we're working a lot. Hey, Angie. Supposed to get into the 90s next week. Wow. Yeah, it's literally right now 95 degrees. That's crazy. That is crazy. So it didn't, like I said, it didn't really hit me. So I went out of the house because, like, for the last week, I've actually been freezing in the house. I stay cold because I'm anemic, so I stay cold. So I've been like in the house with hoodies on, not wanting to turn the down, not wanting to change the temperature on the air conditioning because I know that it's very hot outside. So I've been suffering inside, freezing, wearing hoodies, but not today. I was burning up in here because it was almost like the air conditioning wasn't on because it was so hot today. So it's been crazy. crazy. So, our city and state has pretty much kind of opened back up most everything. Almost everything is open back up now, except for like amusement parks and things like that. But almost everything else is open now, with, of course, some restrictions and limitations and things like that. So I rode by the Planet Fitness that's near me, and they seem to be quite busy there today. I'm happy that I go to a small, very small local gym, so I don't have to worry about going to the gym and there being like a mass of people. Because that, and when I say it's a small gym, it's a small gym. Hey, Nadiv. It's been raining here for a couple of days. Yeah, we're gonna get that rain, and I don't want to. I think we're gonna have it rain for like 5 days. You can keep that. I do not like the rain at all. Me and rain are not friends. Hey, Raz. Yeah, I'm not happy. Like Friday, 50% chance. Saturday, 60% chance. Sunday, 90% chance. Monday, 80% chance. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. Things are slowly opening up. Our gyms aren't open up yet, and that is what I'm waiting for. Yeah. Mom, the lady that owns the little neighborhood gym near me, I don't think she's opening back up till June. My older brother, he's one of her instructors at the gym there. So I don't think she's gonna open back up until June. But I mean, there's been times I've gone in and might be 5 people in there, depending on what time of the day. They get the heaviest traffic in that gym, like in the evenings for some of the classes, but still the classes are usually maybe 25 to 30 people, if that, sometimes maybe somewhere from 10 to 20 people. So I like going to the small gym. I do not like being in a big gym. So, hey, Christy. Hey, Michelle. So yeah, I am not nervous about going back to my gym because it's so small. But yeah, I just kind of feel like right now that we could take a lot of precautions, but if it is what they say it is, there's really no way to fully protect yourself. That's just how I kind of feel about everything. So yeah. Some guy wanted to debate with me about everything yesterday. No, dude, I don't think so. We're not going there. We're not doing that. But yeah, so just, I was sitting and I was thinking too, and I'm like, you know, people were complaining about like restaurants and stuff, but you can't eat with a mask on your face. So like people have to take a mask off to eat. I'm like, I'm just saying, yeah, I have to take a mask off to eat. I don't think we could fully protect ourselves, right? I know. I mean, and if it's a real, true, natural virus, our bodies are made to fight those things. You know what I mean? And the best way to fight a virus is to have a good immune system. And I started thinking about the population of people here in San Antonio. I don't I don't have facts, but I would say that there's not a lot of great immune systems walking around here because of the way people eat in San Antonio, and our diet directly affects our immune system. So I don't know. Not anxious to go into restaurants yet. I am only anxious because my favorite restaurant are nowhere near my house. I don't want to go get my food to go at those places because by the time I get back to my house, it's cold. That's why I go to those places and eat and dine in at those places because they're too far away from my house. So I'm tired of like the local fast food stuff if I want to go get something. I'm sick of it. It's just like there's no decent food around me, like none. And so, like I said, unless I'm going to be eating in the car, I'm going to have to pretty much reheat something by the time I get back to my house because none of my favorite places are near me. Yeah, none. And I hate it. Like one of my favorite restaurants had like the best deals on food during this whole thing. Like the best, because normally I can go into that restaurant and spend $30 to $40 on just myself. And they've been having great deals where you could feed two for the price of one, pretty much. And I'm like, too bad. I mean, it's clean. When I tell you it's 45 minutes away from me, why would I go drive 45 minutes to pick up food that is definitely going to get cold by the time I go back to my house? So I don't bother. Some places I just don't bother to go get the pickup and the drive through because it's pointless. I don't go to the mall as it is. I don't like the mall. I don't like being around a lot of people like that. I can't stand being places like that where people don't watch their kids. So going to the mall is not something that I do on the regular at all. I'm an online shopper. We've been getting takeout from our favorite Mexican restaurant every week, but we eat in the car. See? And I don't want to have to eat some of those meals like in the vehicle. Yeah. But I'm gonna leave. Anyways, yeah, so I like there's a barbecue spot near me. It's not like super great food there. It's a hit or miss. Sometimes your food is really good, sometimes it's not, but like it's convenient. You know what I mean? So yeah. And I get bored with food, so I have to mix up my meals or I go crazy. Yeah. So I was hoping that Miss Jacqueline would be on here. I'm going to wait a few minutes because I had a request from her to discuss memory planning today. And so I'll give her a little while to see if she gets on. Let's see. Yeah, when I was a teenager, of course, teenagers love the mall. I cannot stand being in the mall now. It's like I'm one reason I would go to the mall was to go to Cinnabon, and they took the Cinnabon out of the mall. I have no reason to really go to the mall now. It's like you took the Cinnabon away. What? What other reason do I have to come in here now? Seriously. But yeah, very rarely do I go to the mall. If I go to actually physically go into like a clothing store, it's usually Old Navy. But I don't really go to any stores. A lot of my shopping I do online, and I must applaud myself and pat myself on the back because I have not done a lot of online clothing shopping in a while. For one, I didn't. I don't. I totally changed the way I dress for work this school year. I did not dress the way I would normally dress to work. Um, and right now, why do I need to buy clothes for? Where am I going? What am I to do? Dress up while I sit at the computer from 8 to 4? Like seriously, I don't like being around crowds at all. It's too peoply out. Tell me about it. I know like some locations of our grocery store is like some of those locations are like very, very crowded. And people are rude. I don't know about y'all city, but people are rude in San Antonio. And so sometimes I just cannot be in the stores dealing with people because people are rude here. They don't know how to say excuse me. I mean, that's just what it is. So, but yeah, I hate stores, but I can't help it. I've been wearing t-shirts and shorts and loungewear. Yes. Yes. I mean, I wasn't really dressing up for work anyways, but I'm really just like whatever now, you know. Minnesota nice. Yeah, it's crazy. Another thing that I saw today that had me laughing to myself was I drove by the Popeyes that's near my house, and I guess it's their low Tuesday special. I don't know if they do the Tuesday special all across the country or whatever, but the line was like almost into the street, people trying to get in there and get that chicken. I have not eaten at some of the Popeyes here in a long, long, long time, very long time. But yeah, I'm never moving to San Antonio. They said Texas people are really nice people. I've heard a lot of people like come here from like the Northeast and they're like, y'all are too nice. Y'all are all, everybody wants to speak. And, you know, it is to a certain extent, yes, everyone's friendly here, but it's just the thing I don't like is that people don't say, excuse me. That really bothers me. And I get that a lot in the grocery stores and in the malls here. Like, there needs to be a level of common courtesy when you're walking amongst other people. But yeah, Taco Bell line is always like, who is eating at Taco Bell? Somebody tell me, please. Oh, who's doing it? That's too funny. That is a place. Whoa, I can't even tell you the last time I ate there. I was probably in my 20s when I last ate at Taco Bell. Yeah. And we know I am nowhere near my 20s. So that tells you about how long that's been. All righty. So, as I said, it was requested that I have a discussion on memory planning. And I was like, that would be cool because that's something I don't think we've ever talked about on Tuesday Talks. Congrats, Naive. So, first off, oh no, Raz. Oh no, Raz. No, no, I'm going to need you to stop that. No. So, as far as memory planning goes, do any of you do any of you do memory planning or memory keeping? Um, I'm trying to recall if I've ever seen those types of videos in any of your channels, but I don't think so. I substitute beans to make anything vegetarian. I can't do Taco Bell. No, Raz, no. Yeah. So me personally, when my godson was in kinder, when he was in kinder, I bought a big old scrapbook. I was gonna do this whole scrapbooking thing and you know, keep track of his journey through kinder and elementary. And that book literally never got used. Never got used. But I have watched like some people do videos on memory planning. I don't. I don't do it. I can't even say why I don't do it. It's not that it's something I'm against doing. But I could tell you one thing. When I watch the memory planning videos, it almost feels intrusive to me, like watching budgeting videos. And I've tried to watch budgeting videos. I'm like, you can't be intrusive if people are offering up their, but it just seems so intrusive to me that it's hard for me to watch. I even gotta pretend like I'm gonna memory plan. It brought a halt to your planning. So, what does memory planning look like? So you would like to, but you can't be continuous. Yeah, I feel that it would be something that I would start and not be consistent with because I know me. I know me. Yes, I've seen that, Angie. I was going to talk about that. I've seen people do that. I don't. I just feel like Michelle, like it's not my business. You know what I mean? I feel like it's not my business to know someone's financial information, even though they're offering that information. It's really hard for me. I don't know. It just feels like I'm being nosy or something. I don't know. That's the only way I can explain it. Hey, Larissa. I did the currently page as a memory keeper. Yes, I've seen that done. The currently page used for memory keeping. So I know, Sherry, because I know you do the digital planning. Do you do your memory keeping digitally as well, or no? Because I've seen people actually use a memory keeping book. I've seen people just use a regular big happy planner. And that's the crazy thing. I have a happy planner memory keeping book. And I'm looking at it right now, and it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. Um, but I've seen people use the memory keeping books. I've seen people use a regular big planner or maybe an undated big planner. Um, we're talking about memory keeping. So I've seen people use the classic, the mini. Some people I've even seen some people kind of use the Haponichi, right? The Haponichi. And as we were saying, I've seen the currently page used. So her name, what is her name? Plan with Desiree. Happy to Plan with Desiree. She goes back. So at the end of the month, she goes back to her currently page and she does some memory keeping on that currently page, which I thought that was a pretty neat idea because I think if you wanted to get started in memory keeping, I think using the currently page is a nice way to get started because it's not a bunch of space. You won't feel so overwhelmed in getting started and you won't feel like you've got to fill up all these big pages or anything like that. So I think for someone that's new, I think the currently page is a great way to start. Or maybe doing it in a smaller book like a Haponichi or mini. So I think those would be good ways to do that. So as far as like the different materials that one would use when they memory plan, of course, you're going to have photos. Most people that do memory planning do photos. I could see Christy doodling in her memory planning. I could see her doing that. You got it from Happy to Plan with Desiree? Yeah, I thought that was a neat idea to use the currently page. So of course we use photos, we might doodle, stickers, especially if you're probably using a happy planner memory planner, you're probably using some stickers, some washi, uh, um, maybe like if you're memory planning a graduation, maybe you put the tassel in there or things like that. Um, or if you're memory keeping about a birthday party, maybe you put some of the streamers or take the birthday hat and, place the birthday hat or something like that in there. So those are different materials. Ribbon, I've seen ribbon, lace, washi. Of course, your writing utensils, you might use different markers or pens or highlighters, maybe crayons if you're doing memory planning with your kids, things like that. And then there's all types of like different little embellishments that you can use, the same type of embellishments that you might use for, and the ephemera that you might use for like junk journals and scrapbooking. I feel like you could use some of those same types of materials if you're doing memory keeping. I just don't have enough to memory plan now that my kids are grown. Do you have grandkids, Angie? That is technically correct, Michelle. So if you have grandkids, that might be a way for you to memory plan your memories with your grandkids and things like that. And like Michelle said, when we're writing our plans, that is kind of cementing some memories in our planners for us. Yeah, doodling is hard. Christy's a pro. Doodling is hard. I blame my art teacher. I will always blame my middle school art teacher for the reason that I am not good at art. I will always blame her. But yeah, so there's so many things that you can do. You can even use stencils in memory keeping. I mean, remember when the Pen and Gear came out with all those stencils and so many of us were running out and buying them? Like, how many of us are actually using those stencils right now? So you could also use stencils in your memory planning. I might need to do a stencil plan with me. Let me write that down because I have not used my stencils. Let me write that down. Stencil plan with me. Maybe we could make that a challenge, people. Maybe y'all will go in on me with that one for a stencil plan with me. But yeah, so that's something else that you could use in your memory keeping. You can use beads and little jewels and all those kind of little things that, like I said, that you would use in your scrapbooking and junk journals. Yes, stamps. That was very good, Larissa. That is another good one. Let me write stamps. And I have plenty of those with all of my Planners Anonymous kits. My brother just told me I'm not in school because I just said, very good, Larissa. I am sorry. I'm in teacher mode. Sorry. You got a new ink pad today. Cool. I want to get more ink pads, like different colors, but the good ink pads cost some good ink pad money. If you want the good ones, I'm gonna try to see if there's like a collection or like some kind of box set of stamp pads, good ones. Yeah. Michelle, go to Walmart and get the cheap Pen and Gear ones. I mean, I have, I think 4 or 5 of those sets, and they're literally just kind of like sitting here. They're just sitting, and I really need to use them. Superman got nothing on me. I love it. Tell your brother, tell him to join you on the live. He is not going to show his face. If Jesus came and told him to show his face or die, he's going to die. And that's what he's going to do. Yeah, stamps, Larissa, that was a good one. Stamps is a good way to do some memory planning. Now, I was talking about like using some of the same type of elements and ephemera and embellishments that you would do with junk journaling and scrapbooking. I don't know if any of you watch Happy to Plan. So there's a Happy to Plan, and then there's a Happy to Plan with Desiree. Okay, so those are two different channels. But the channel that is Happy to Plan is one of the first planning channels that I came across. And this woman, when I tell you she's awesome, she loves the whole kind of like vintage style, shabby chic style, all that kind of stuff. And she doesn't do normal spreads, okay? This woman uses all kinds of different materials in her spreads. And then once she gets all of those other materials set, her papers, her fabrics, her ribbons, her embellishments, once she gets all of that stuff down, then she has what she calls sticker time. And it's the cutest little thing because she goes, you know what time it is? It's sticker time. And then she's got this cute little song that plays, and then the video is sped up while she's adding all of her stickers. And she usually adds in some kind of journaling card in there as well. She has an Etsy shop. She makes the most beautiful junk journals. I saw her make junk journals from like old children's story books. The channel is Happy to Plan. Let me see if I can't find her channel and link it in here for y'all. Let's see. Yeah, I'll link her channel. But there was times where she had made like some beautiful junk journals, but I was like out of them. But I wanted them so bad. And I was like, we'll find a reason to justify them after the fact. But yeah. So there is her channel there. She's awesome. I mean, awesome. And what was it? For Christmas, that's what I had intended to do for you ladies, is make you all a junk journal, because I went and bought all those paper pads, but then I just got overwhelmed with work and everything. I just didn't really have the time to do it like I wanted to. Hey, Bev, how did you just happen to come on when we're talking about junk journals? Okay. So yes, Beverly has been doing her thing. What I really like is the way Bev makes those tags. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. So I would love to be that crafty, but I just don't feel like I have that crafty bone in my body. So if you're into the junk journals and you're into that type of, shabby chic vintage crafting, not only does the lady over at Happy to Plan offer that, but Bev offers that too. And I think those are things that, like I said, you can still incorporate into your memory planning. Bev, it was like you were summoned. That's too funny. Oh, yes, I love the tags, are just the cutest. I wish I could do it, but I'm afraid that I wouldn't do it as well as you guys do it. You're getting back into making junk journaling. Yeah, I think that I'd never heard of them. I'd never heard of a junk journal until I came across this latest channel. And I remember she made one that was like a gratitude one. It was so pretty, and I wanted to get it from my mom, but after I'd already bought my mom a happy planner that she didn't use, I refused to buy her that junk journal because I'm like, she ain't gonna use it. She is not gonna use it. Beth, have you thought about adding those things to your shop, or have you already added those types of things to your shop? Oh, Angie, it's been good because I haven't really been outside and it hasn't really been raining. But that's why I'm not happy that it's about to rain for 5 days starting this weekend. But otherwise, I've been good. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. So I just try to stay in the house and not like if I leave the house, I try to go straight from house to car and not be out in the elements too much. Hello, Linda. Bev Tamika asked if you'd add this. Yeah. But so yeah, I really, like I said, I really, hey Indy, you're working on it, Bev. Cool. Cool beans. I see want to like create some tags for like my beautiful Planners Anonymous traveler's notebooks. Watching me on the TV, so won't comment because I'm trying to. No problem. Thanks for tuning in. Shall I post a link to my life and yesterday? So you talked about stencils in that live yesterday, Larissa. It must have been before I got on. Thank you, Michelle. I'm making a junk journal for my goddaughter. Oh, that just should be sweet. So if you're not really doing regular memory planning, you, like I said, you could still use a junk journal for that. You know, I've seen people use journals for memory planning as well. It wouldn't let you? Hmm. So I was thinking, like, as far as junk journaling is concerned, I mean, as far as memory keeping is concerned, what would we possibly do memory keeping on right now? Because normally people memory keep about certain events, vacations, experiences, but I know some people might say, well, there's really nothing to memory plan about right now. But I thought of a few things. I thought of a few things. Um, if if we can't literally go on a vacation like we would want to right now, we could maybe do some memory keeping from our last vacation if we hadn't done that. Like my last big vacation was when I went to Seattle and Canada. I never really even posted photos or anything about that vacation. And I want to go back there. So I thought, somewhere that I could start with memory planning is thinking about that last great vacation that I had, or even, and I know it's not really memory planning, it's kind of like wish listing to do some planning on like places that you want to visit or whatever. But we do have, graduation coming up. And although it's not going to be the traditional graduation for most kids, and that most kids haven't had the traditional like senior year or senior college experience, it's still something that you can do memory planning for. Um, Even like your kids that are, or kids or grandkids that are graduating from kinder, you could still do some memory keeping on those things, even though we're in a different time right now where it's not going to be like it would normally be. You could still make the most of those things. Those are still great accomplishments to celebrate, and you could still do memory planning for those things. You just added the stencil link to the comment of that live. Okay, cool. I've gotten to know these kids better and I have some interesting memories. I bet. I bet you do. Okay. Capture moments, everything. How are you adapting to this thing? Yeah, so there's a lot of different things that we could memory keep about right now. Like I said, if you're new to it, I would suggest starting with your currently page of your planner or doing something small, a junk journal, a mini, a Haponichi, something small. You could even do digital memory keeping, but I know something digital I definitely wouldn't be good at, and definitely probably wouldn't keep up with that. So it would be interesting to reflect on how you survived a year from now. Yes, it would. Oh, that's a nice idea, Angie. So just take a couple of photos and do some memory keeping. Sometimes if we go back through our phones and look through our photos, it brings up a lot of memories like, okay, when did I take that photo and why did I take that photo? Yeah. I miss scrolling through my phone and seeing all my beautiful plates of food at my favorite restaurants because I always take photos of my food when I go out and eat, but haven't had any photos lately. But that is a good way to start. Very good way to start. I want to learn how to make stickers with a digital maker, so I'm looking at that. You can memory keep about your interest in. Yes, very good ideas. Very good idea. Once this school year is over, I have the rest of this week and 2 more weeks. Once that is over, I want to really dig into my Cricut. I have been creating a huge playlist of tutorials on YouTube, and I want to get into my Cricut and start creating things with my Cricut. And that is another way that I can, you know, create and use things to do some memory planning. So, because I don't always use my Currently page. That's a great thing for me to use my Currently page for. Memory keeping. Now, right now, I don't really have much to memory keep about. I'm literally sitting around from 8 to 4 every day, having to be available to students and parents. You know, I don't have much to memory keep about right now. I would just use all my Boss Babe computer stickers. Like that's all I could really do right now. So, but I do want to try and make the most of my summer because I've had the most helliest school year. So I do want to make the most of my summer as much as possible. So I do have some fun memories that I can look back on. I want to join you on your Cricut journey. Yes, 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 yes. Now, I don't know if I've made like my Cricut playlist private. I'll check. If it's private, I'll try to make it public. That way, if you want to go look at some of those things that tutorials that I've been saving, you can. But yeah, maybe we can work on some different Cricut projects together. I think that would be cool. Let me write that down too. You don't know I gotta write down everything. I'm a teacher. I'll write everything down. Work on Cricut projects together. And maybe Bev can instruct us in making a journal together. That would be cool. That way we can make the most of our summer, especially if we're still sitting in the house quite a bit. I memory keep a lot about my dogs. Oh, that's cool. I wish I had a doggy. About all my video calls and how Zoom. I don't get kids on Zoom. Kids do not join my Zoom calls. Very rarely. I found out last week that it's because my calls are too early for them. I thought that was interesting. But yeah. My journal is like a junk journal. I envelopes, ephemera, torn papers, paints. Yeah. So this is what I want to know. And if you're still on, maybe you could answer this. Maybe you too, Larissa, because I know you've done junk journaling. Where do you guys find all these vintage pieces and stuff to go in these junk journals? Because I know like the lady that has the one YouTube channel, she literally purchases sometimes these like vintage kits and stuff, and She never really knows what she's going to get in there. And sometimes she'll do like an unboxing of whatever she got and show you stuff. Thrift shops. Ah. Yes, I really think we should. I think that's a great idea that Raz brought up to do some joint cricket things. Yeah. Because I think several of us have cricket machines that are just sitting. I plan to stay in the house this summer. I'm not sure I'm ready to venture out. I'm going to go stir crazy if I don't get out of here. Like, I'm so not kidding. After having to work the way I've had to work with this distance learning, because like there's a lot of districts across our city there, the teachers are not doing what we're doing. They have a lot of time on their hands. We don't. We literally have to be available from like 8 to 4. And it makes me like scared to even leave the house and for any little thing, because I'm like, what if I need to jump on a call? I don't do the Zoom on my phone. I do them on my laptop, my work laptop. So I'm always like, what if I have to jump on a Zoom? What if I get a last minute meeting? Or so I'm like afraid literally to like leave the house from 8 to 4. So yeah, that's how it's been for us. Yard sales. Okay. Tim Holtz has a lot of different doodads. Tim Holtz. Let me write that down. Where have I seen that name? Do they have some of his stuff in Tuesday Morning, or have I seen that name on Zulily? I just recently saw that name. But now you can just make things look vintage. Yes, I've seen there's one of the ladies, she's a stylist for Planners Anonymous. Her channel is called Plum Mashables, and she's very crafty too. And she uses a lot of like the vintage ink to make stuff look like, vintage and aged or whatever. She does a lot of that. You can buy them at shows, Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby, okay. Tim Holtz, Hobby Lobby. He sells stickers too. I know I've seen the stuff before. Michael's. Yes, I've seen people do the coffee and tea dye. I've even seen people do that on Project Runway with fabric. Yes. Distress, Joann's. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Okay. I like I said, I know I've seen the name. That's probably where I just saw it on Joann, because I was on their website earlier. I was on their site debating whether or not to get the new squad goal stuff, but it's not available for shipping, some of the stuff. And of course, the stores locally don't have it. So there you go. Speaking of squad goals, I know it's a little off topic, but I can't tell you how many flippers I've seen of the new squad goals, and I still can't determine if I want it. I didn't learn in art class. My teacher took over everything. So I feel like I never learned anything in art class. So, but yeah, I love to see people do that whole dye effect with the tea and then the coffee and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Can't find any squad goals anywhere. Yeah. It said that a couple of the stores had the Mambi sticks, but it said like 2 in stock at one store and 3 in stock at the other. I'm not believing it. I'm not believing it. I'd place that order and they'd cancel it. Like, so. And then neither of those stores are near me. So I'm like, I'm not trying to drive all the way over there for 1 pack of Mambi sticks. Not trying to do that. Camp and Girl Scouts Tuesday. Well, I was in Girl Scouts, but I was only in there for like maybe a year or 2. And when I was really, 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 really little. So I don't really remember much about Girl Scouts at all. They're joined exclusives and they're sold out of the stickers. Yeah, I saw that they were not shipping them. So if you can't find them in the store, But I know where you can find them. That what is that website? It's an overseas website where a lot of people got the stuff ahead of time. I can't think of the name of it. Um, but they have the stuff, the new squad stuff. There's a young lady on Etsy who only does vintage everything. Why did a Happy Planner email notification just pop up? It was summoned just like Bev. That's too funny. But yeah, so if we're stuck in these houses for the summer, we're gonna have to do a few things, guys. We're gonna have to do a stencil plan with me challenge. We're gonna need to do some Zoom Cricut projects together. We're gonna need to do some junk journaling projects together. Yeah, that's what we're gonna need to be doing if we have to be stuck in the house. I've still been dying to get on Zoom with y'all, but after doing Zoom, I have like 3 meetings a week. 3 meetings a week. And then the occasional ones I have with some of the students. I don't want to get on Zoom anymore after that. Ephemera can be anything, like at your favorite bakery. Use the little package they put in your mouth. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, what's today? Tuesday? Thought tomorrow was Thursday for a minute. I was about to say I got to call my brother about my pastry run because I'm doing training and the training starts at 8:30 and my bakery doesn't open till 8. Last week I had to have my big brother go do my pastry run for me. So I'm going to have him do it for the next couple of weeks because I'm going to have training this Thursday and again next Thursday. And I'm serious about my weekly pastry run. So yeah. That sounds like, yeah. Yes, he is nice. Yes. Y'all will see in one of my upcoming videos, I'm sitting there filming and then he just comes in and then he hands me money for to buy planner stuff. I'm like, what? You feeding my habit? What? Take a pic of the new gas prices and put your gas receipt in there. Let me tell you what's funny. I never look at the gas price. I just always figure I need gas, I'm gonna get gas. But the last time I did get gas, and I think y'all, I've only filled up my car, I think twice since spring break because I haven't really been going anywhere. So the last time I filled up my car, because I usually will just put $20 in there. And then it started clicking at $17 and something. And I was like, huh? And then I looked at the price and I realized, the gas was lower because otherwise I don't even bother looking. I'm like, I need it. Hey, let me just get it. If he's single, well, Big Bro is not single. Big Bro is soon to be married. But y'all can come get that other one. I've only filled up my car twice. Yeah, we went on spring break. I want to say March the 6th was the last day we were at school before spring break. And I have literally put gas in there twice. That's it. It's nice. Because, I can't go anywhere. I haven't really been going anywhere. So print a pic of a thumbnail of a news clip headline, jot down some notes about it. That's a good idea too. Ooh, y'all got some good ideas. He's making pastry runs again. Oh, is the little one making pastry? The little one scolds me about my pastries, but I'm gonna have my pastry and eat it too. I know. Same here, Larissa. Progressive keeps saying, oh, we're going to give a discount. I have not seen that discount yet. And how did I go from being in the silver plan to the gold plan, but yet my insurance went up? Me and Progressive, we're going to have a talk before my renewal. We're going to have a talk. My gas went from lasting a week to 2.5 weeks. Yeah, it's a big difference when you're not moving around. Take a pic of my little one making cookies. Talk about it. Yeah, next time he comes over here, I'm going to have to really do some activities with him to get him off of that stinking tablet. He kills me being on that. And I fault my mother because she was the first one to buy him a tablet. And I told her not to. And she did it anyways. And that's all he wants to do is be on that tablet. So definitely want to get him off of there and do some different activities with him. Take a picture of him. I'm doing homework at home and Zooming with my teacher. That's a good idea too. Yes, I agree with Angie, Larissa. That would be, you've got all these great ideas. You should do a video. Andy, are you going to Taco Tuesday today? I don't think I'm going to go to Taco Tuesday. The only reason being is because I had a lot of beef the other day. I was hanging with Big Bro and his girlfriend, and I had a lot of beef. Like we had carne asada and we had beef fajitas. And then yesterday I had a carne guisada taco. So I'm like, I don't want any beef. And when I go to Taco Tuesday, I end up getting a blizzard, but I have ice cream. So I'm trying not to go do Taco Tuesday today. Take a pic of telling them no, they can't play Fortnite. That'll be a good one. Or me snatching that tablet from him. That'll be a good photo. We're eating at home. I've almost run out of eating out money. I think I've kind of picked up eating out more like within the last week because I haven't really been grocery shopping and keeping stuff in here to cook. So I think I have an avocado in the fridge, and I think tonight I'm just going to have some rice and beans and avocado. I think that's really quick to prepare. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Like my days have been draining because I'm doing training for work, and the training is like 5 hours twice a week. And then there's a lot of homework for training. We're doing a book study for work, and there's a lot of homework that we have to do for that. And then everything else that we're doing for work. And so it's like when my work day is done, I'm super drained. So I don't want to cook. I did not see that live, Larissa. I did not, but I heard a lot about it. All right, Angie, bye-bye. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to check that out. These lives, they do these lives and I forget that they're doing them, or they do them when I'm doing something else. It comes on when I'm doing something else. I heard it was good. I heard it was really nice and laid back, and everyone was talking about how it just put them in a good mood. So I noticed too that a lot of musical artists are doing a bunch of lives. Like a lot of them do different lives on Facebook. And I just happened to come across a lot of that by accident. Like people like Howard Hewitt and Jonathan Butler. I didn't know they were doing lives on Facebook. And then the gospel group that I told you about on your live yesterday, Selah, I just found out that they are doing live concerts on Facebook too. So I'm like, man, how did I miss all of this? He even gave little background infos on some of the songs and how it impacted them. Nice. A lot of people are talking about that too, how Michelle Obama popped up in there. Yeah, when I saw Howard Hewitt and Jonathan Butler, because I like Jonathan Butler, I was like, what? They're doing lives and I didn't know. I mean, that's like good old school music, good old school stuff. So, yeah. I think it is great that they are doing it because it really gives you. Yes. I'm glad they helped recover from the Teddy Riley debacle. The Teddy Riley debacle. So that helped put that whole thing in a better place. Because that poor dude, they slaughtered him with the memes. Slaughtered him with the memes. Oh man. That's what happens when you try to do too much. He was doing the most, as they say. Doing the most. You might be able to find it on YouTube. So the first time it was him and Babyface. So the first time they tried to do it, they were just supposed to sit there and play their songs. Teddy Riley had a whole band and all, a little hype man and all this stuff going on. And he had all these technical difficulties. And so the next day, the internet ripped him to pieces. And then they rescheduled it and they did it again. But yeah, now there's this whole phrase, you Teddy Riley in. Because he was doing the most. The memes themselves were hilarious. Like the memes were some of the best memes ever. But you might be able to find that if you search it on YouTube. You might be able to find it. Yeah, they had to do a do-over because of Teddy Riley. And I was like, dude, you and Babyface are some of like the best iconic R&B producers, and you go in there and just mess everything up like you did. Like, come on, dude. That's not cool. Not cool. They had one, wasn't there one just like Sunday? Didn't Nelly and Ludacris, I think they did one on Sunday. Yeah, I believe so. I didn't see that one though. But yeah, I mean, I've listened to both of their albums and music, but I don't know. I think I would prefer to listen to Ludacris maybe. I kind of like his flow better than Nelly. I don't know. The only reason I found out about Versus is because of how Teddy Riley was doing too much. Yes. Yes. Because I didn't know about it either until then, Michelle. And apparently it was started by Timberland and somebody else. I forget the other guy's name. He's another big producer. But apparently they started it. But I hadn't heard about it until Teddy Riley messed it up. Nelly and Ludacris was Saturday. Oh, okay. Nelly had internet issues too. Oh Lord, goodness. Yeah, I would have to go with Luda. I like Ludacris. I liked his style. It was annoying. I loved it. You know who I would like to see as far as rappers are concerned? Because both of them are like in my top 3 as rappers based on their lyrical ability and the way that they flow. I would love to see Twister and Mystical. Like they are literally in my top 3 as far as how a rapper can flow and spit their rhymes. Okay. They're in my top 3 along with Eminem. I don't think any rappers can flow like them. I'm sorry. I know everybody's all up on Tupac and Biggie. And the way those 3 can spit rhymes, they're my top 3. Yep, they are my top 3. So I would love to see Twista and Mystical. I think that would be awesome. I think that one would be awesome. You've been Teddy Riley. Yes, sad that he has become a phrase now. I don't think he'll ever be able to live that one down. Eminem is my favorite. Tupac and Biggie are my OG. Yeah, I'm not going to take anything from Tupac and Biggie. But as far as the way some people can throw some lyrics out of their mouth, Eminem wants to battle DMX. Oh my goodness. That would be interesting. I'm sorry, but I have to go with Eminem. I like DMX too, because like Y'all Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind was my theme song when I worked at USAA. That was my theme song. I felt like that song needed to play when I walked in the door. But I would have to go with Eminem. I'm sorry. I have to go with Eminem. Woo! Yeah, definitely. You know, I don't really listen to a lot of today's rap, because today's rap to me is not rap. You're just mumbling some stuff that I don't even know what you're saying. But I like old school rap music. Pans and pans out like, yeah, Eminem will destroy him. I'm sorry. I have to give it to Eminem on that one. Yeah, today's rap, here's the thing about today's rap. You could give me a whole lineup of today's rappers like they do at a police station, and I wouldn't know who any of them are. I would not know. I probably wouldn't recognize any of them. One of my Facebook friends had shared this post, and it was saying something like, you're gonna be like quarantined with one of these rappers, and based on the way they rap, that will determine if you can get out of quarantine, or something like that, the post was. And it showed all these different rappers. I kid you not, I maybe only recognized 2 or 3 of them. I was like, who are these people? I don't even know who these people are. I did not I recognized, I think 3. Yeah. But otherwise I was like, I don't know who these people are. I do not know who these people are. But yeah, my older brother, the nut, the crazy one, he loves DMX, and he loves to do his little DMX impression. It's funny. It's hilarious. He loves doing that. But yeah, he would probably vote for DMX, but I'm sorry. Eminem would have that one. I used to be a big No Limit fan, y'all. Like, when I tell you, you couldn't tell me that I wasn't part of No Limit. You couldn't tell me that I wasn't a No Limit soldier, because I was all wrapped up in No Limit. I loved their music. So yeah, that was probably, and I listened to people, like I said, like Nelly and Ludacris. But after that kind of group of guys right there, I haven't really been fond of much rap since then. Give me the old school stuff. When people were actually talking about something in a rap song, something worth listening to. But yeah. So Larissa has homework, y'all. Since my brother said I was in teacher mode. Larissa has homework. Larissa is going to put together a video with all types of ideas for memory keeping right now. And Bev, I'm not sure she's still on. Bev has homework. Bev is going to start preparing a tutorial on junk journaling for us. Yeah, you have homework, Larissa. Now, Larissa, don't disappoint me, okay? Most of my students don't do their homework. I'm going to need you to complete your homework, okay? Just get it done. There you go, Christy. Get it done. All right, but I'm going to get off of here so I can go eat my rice and beans. Please, Lord, let my avocado still be good, because if not, there's nothing I can do because the store is closed. Yeah. I got all the stickers. Believe me, I got plenty because I didn't really get to use them. I got plenty of stickers I can give you. All the stars. I will make you some stickers. And just like that, on cue, I summoned my work email. Like, no joke, I just got a work email. That's too funny. Oh, man. But it's always a pleasure with you ladies. And I will see you guys on the next episode. If you guys have any ideas like Jackie had about what you would like to discuss, feel free to let me know, and I will prepare a discussion for you. All right, ladies, I will see you next time. Y'all have a good evening. Bye-bye.